Hi, Emma Hill here, welcome. I've come today to talk about colour. Colour for me has been, I just love colours, as many of you do, but colours are a bit difficult for me, to be honest. When I'm painting intuitively, I don't think about it. I just grab whatever's there, and the shinier, the brighter, the better. And I just shove it all together, as you can see here. What I'm beginning to understand and find out then is that where I have been anti-black, anti-brown, I don't like muddy colours, I have now come to appreciate that actually it's like Mother Nature. The earthy colours are actually what brings the brightness and the power in the brighter colours. So whereas I have mostly just clashed everything together, I'm creating all this noise that's the fighting of colours all together, which, I love that, but I would like to create more depth and space and difference. So maybe I'm going to try and learn not to do it, to think more about the colours then, maybe, to not switch off. I think in the past I've often just switched off and just gone for whatever's there, or what I'm feeling, which isn't a bad thing. And the interesting thing is, because some of my paintings involves throwing paint, it's kind of accidentally mixed together. Now I have got that brown, and it's actually, when I see that, I appreciate that, yes, that's needed. So it will be an interesting thing to see how that works with intention, if I can get to that stage. And the other thing that's interesting that I'm really wanting to do is to create space within my paintings, because up until now, I would say there's very little space in them. Everything's going on all at the same time. And it's just full on. So my first stage of painting then is to do some colour charts, and I didn't really manage to do, or colour swatches rather. So of course, having painted for a long time, I just had to go for swiping, and it made me think. So here's quite a nice couple of swipes and layerings. So this is the start of something, maybe. But the colour, it just kind of makes you feel so soft and smooth, and I think here, the colour mixes and it gets a bit, so that's quite, I like that. And then I've done some more swipes and zigzags. So the idea of this then is I'm making swatches. I've got all these here. Let's have a look. Colour swatches. And the idea then is I've got these colours that I'm going to take some time to choose which go together. These are actually quite lovely together. I don't know if you can... Ooh, I'm dropping them. Yeah, so looks like a rainbow. Various colours together, which work really well. And the idea then, and of course I couldn't help myself with a few swipes, as I've shown you, or even just, stripes like this, to get an idea of how colours work together and textures. Even this is quite nice. And there's something so satisfying in just moving and playing with colour and how you feel about colour. So what I'm doing it for then is to be able to cut out blocks of colour and add that to a painting, where I can see where that takes me, because that would be something different to what I've ever done before. So this is for my Spark book, because I ended up following Nicholas Wilton's course then. So it's like an exploration into your artist journey, a bit spiritual, a bit within yourself, finding your own way. So it's kind of exciting in the way that it's making me think in completely different ways than I have before. No pressure to make an actual painting, but just it's like an excuse to be able to play, really, which is great fun. So yeah, so I've got all these. I mean, look at these colours; they're just beautiful together. And of course, I meant to do them in small bits, but I couldn't help myself but do huge, big pieces. So then they can be cut up, ripped, and used. And some of them are quite, the green, lovely colours together. And even these. So, it's really good. So I'm really looking forward to see how blocks of colour work with my brush strokes and give it space. I look forward to showing you what happens next. Thanks for listening. Bye.